scared everybody when he said, hold on. Make sure y'all look. Because he scared me. I was like, oh, shit.
I was like, nah, because I feel like, discipline is a huge part of football. And no matter how big and bad you think you are, when you have, like, when authority is talking or doing anything, when you are part of something bigger than yourself, it's not about you anymore. It's not about how you feel. It's not about what you think. It's about one common goal, to win.
Yeah.
And you do what it takes to win. You don't question anything. You just do it to the best of your ability. And if it doesn't work, then the coaches have some things to fix. But you don't go in there, do your own thing, and then it's a problem. And that's what happens on teams across the world.
Yeah.
Like, teams that don't win, they go in, they do their own thing, and then it becomes a problem. And I just feel like it starts with discipline. I feel like everything starts with discipline.
100%. I think
I had told him that. I had told him that on Wednesday when I met up with him. I was just like, I understand, like, because I feel like sometimes as a coach, you may have a culture or a standard that you're trying to implement, but the kids don't know it. And then there's like the backwards part where it's like the other way around is where people write it all over the walls. It's all over the walls and like in the notebooks and all that stuff, but it's never, like, the action is never applied.
they don't understand what
So it's like, even like the discipline part where it's like, I told the juniors, I was like, I understand like some of the standards or cultures we're trying to build is like effort, where it's like, that's the run off the field, run on and off the field.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, the discipline stuff is like in the weight room, put your sheet away, fucking clean up, or just like be at practice on time. Tell us if you're not gonna be at practice. It's like, it's small things like that. And I was kind of telling him, I was like, bro, the toughest team we're gonna face this year is Whyte. And I'm like, that shit with Whyte runs top to bottom.
Yeah.
I was like, you guys we're at the point now culture wise where like even with our junior team, with the whole run on the field, run off the field, the effort shit, we say it as coaches, and then some of the juniors say it. But I guarantee you with championship teams, it's not said. It's just
understood.
It's just understood.
Yeah.
Right? And I told him, I was like, bro, the reason we lost to the Wolves is because like we have good players on the team, like Tim said, but it's like if you don't have that like culture built, it's just like, you can lose the game because you're not disciplined. Because like if you lack all those things, it's just a good team versus another good team.
Yeah.
Like championship teams don't lose games like we lost on that.
Yeah. But it's that small, that small percent of concentration that makes the difference. You know what I'm saying? But I think with all the discipline and all these concepts that we learned when we were kids in the USA, you have to do even more to implement these concepts here. Like the eye contact. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is, obviously. I haven't been here for a very long time, but I can see a lot of times like people don't even look at you in the eye when they speak to you. I don't know if it's an impurity thing, superiority thing, or if it's just a simple disrespect, but those are things that you have to like say, this, if you do this, you're going to be successful in this as well, because it's those little factors that matter, in discipline.
I think that's personal though. I think some people, they just like that. They don't know how to, look someone in the eye and say how they feel, because a lot of people don't have to. But if it's somebody, if you playing for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to expect that because I want you to know, I want to feel like you're listening to me. Mm-hmm. And that's why I tell the juniors all the time, I'm like, the 12, 13, 14, I'll kind of collar you a little bit, make sure you got it. But once you turn 15, 16, 17, 18, I can't anymore because you're entering a state where this little small period in your life is everything.
Yeah.
So if you don't hammer that then, and you always have to follow it up, because I think just being in Europe, a lot of the coaches think that coaching is a bunch of drills and, listen to me, da 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 da, drills.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you have to let them know how whatever they're doing is going to relate to some point in their life off the field, because you can't play football forever.
But that's true too. I mean, and on top of that, I think a lot of players in Europe see a coach
Mhm.
as they don't see a coach as a title. They see a coach as like respective to just who the coach is at that
Like a
point in time.
figure.
Yeah, so they don't understand that when you have a coach, you're supposed to treat that coach with a certain type of respect. It doesn't matter who it is.
And that's the thing. Sometimes too is like even with everything y'all saying is like a lot of that shit falls on the coaches.
That's true,
And
but
a lot
that's
of
what
it
I'm saying. You
falls
gotta
on,
teach
like,
it. You gotta teach
as
that.
coaches, because just like for the most part, like a lot of it, we've just been groomed. Where it's like the whole part, like even what I'm thinking about what you were saying, with like look up when coach is talking to you, bro. I've heard that shit my whole life growing up.
Yeah.
And from pound ball,
Mhm.
where coach like
Yeah.
look up when I'm talking to you. You hear that shit again and again and again and again.
But you don't really think about it. It's second nature.
It's second nature
Exactly.
to look up when coach calls up. When coach calls everybody up, you're here. You're not.
Mhm.
You're not looking down and like it's just like some of these kids will say, "But I'm listening," and it's oh boy,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
but I'm listening.
You're not
Look at me
actively
when I'm talking to
listening.
you.
Yeah.
And it's like I feel like that's not even like a sports thing. It's just like, bro, if another
Respectful.
man is
Yeah.
talking to you on the street and you like this, yeah, it's like, bro, what?
Right.
You know me, run.